I got an issue with people pretending they like what they don't. Please don't bring up my issues unless you gon' deal with your own. Please don't try to pretend like you keep it real though. Yeah, it's funny that you got a lot of money, but that money doesn't buy you skills though. I don't care if I am on the billboards, on the killing spree, I'm about to kill more. Got a chain on you pay the mill for. I mean, what?
Yo, what is going on, y'all? It's your boy VeLL, back with another Mobile Legends video, and in this video I wanted to talk about why farming and staying alive is very, very important. Because I think we all know that farming and staying alive is important, but I don't think a lot of people understand just how important and how crucial it is to being successful when you're playing Mobile Legends. Now, the reason that I say it's so important is because the gameplay you're going to be watching in the background, I think our team was like 3-20 or something like that. Like, I hadn't died, I hadn't got kills, or I haven't died personally, so I stayed alive the entire game just farming. And my team got to like 3-20. They got 3 kills and they got 20 deaths. And that was without me getting a kill or without me dying at all. So that was literally my team just getting destroyed. And I saw it going in that direction early on, so I made the decision not to help my team. I wasn't going to help them, because if I would have went in that situation and tried to help them, and obviously I'll say I was solo queuing as well. But yeah, if I would have made the decision to go out there and actually try to help them, then I would have died right along with them. So I was just patient. I took the time to actually farm. I let the enemy team take towers. I let them just feel like they was just snowballing over everybody. And I ended up coming out on top. We obviously won the game. You're going to be able to see in the gameplay. I'm not going to talk through the whole thing, but I did just want to explain it, set everything up for you all, let you all know why I made the decisions that I was making. Oh my god, I can't talk right now. And yeah, I just want you all to know why I made the decisions I made and why it's very, very important to farm and stay alive. Because if I would have went down with my team, I wouldn't have been as fed as I was, and I actually ended the game with like, what, 10,000 coins or gold, whatever. I ended the game the most fed one on my team and the most fed one on the other team. So I was the most fed one in the game, period. And that's all because of the fact that I'm very good at farming. I took the time to farm, like while they're attacking my teammates, even though my teammates were clearly easy kills for the other team. While they're attacking teammates, there are times where they're not going to get the kill. You're wasting your time attacking someone, and while you're not getting the kill, I'm taking out every minion, every monster in the jungle. I'm going for turtle. Like, while you're not getting kills, while you're trying to get my teammates, and while you're taking out towers, like, honestly, a lot of times people don't get it. They actually go for towers. Like, they when teammates are going, I mean, when the other team starts going for a tower, I'll let them take a tower, and my teammates never understand why that. And when I'm playing solo queue, a lot of people be like, yo, you're trash, watch the tower, watch the tower. And I'm like, bro, if they're attacking a tower, if they're taking a tower, they're not farming. Like, I don't see why people, like, you have to think logically when you're playing this game. Why are you defending the tower so super hard, like your life depends on it, when it's early game? Think about this. I want you all to think about it this way. If they're attacking the tower and you're getting fed, who's going to be stronger? When it gets to the point where it's late game, you're going to be able to melt those towers in literally 3 to 5 seconds anyway. Like, literally, that's not being over dramatic, or that's not a drastic number or anything like that. You'll be able to melt that. You'll be able to melt down a tower in 3 to 5 freaking seconds, depending on how fed you are as an ADC, which you should be very fed if you're farming correctly. So why are you mad that someone's wasting 20-30 seconds trying to take out your tower early game? Like, I'm not scared to just bag up off of a tower and let somebody have it, because that's 20 or 30 seconds less fed than me they're going to be. And if they like going from tower to tower, if they're going from tower to tower and my teammates go to the tower and help because they feel the need to go and defend the tower for some reason, then that's even more time that they're wasting trying to go after a tower. I'm not going after those. I'm not doing all that. I'm not putting all that into a tower early game. And that's something that I'm willing to do that other people aren't willing to do. And that's something that people don't think about. Like, everybody thinks that you're supposed to defend the tower. You're supposed to just start taking pokes at the other team's tower. Like, that's how people get ganked. You walk up to a tower and you try to get a few hits on it, because it's going to be easier to take down late game if we just keep poking it here, keep poking it there. If you think like that. And I remember I used to think like that as well. I really did used to think like that. But then I just got smart and, like, why am I poking at this for like, what, 10-15 seconds right now when I could be farming jungle? Why am I poking at this 10-15 seconds right now when I could be killing minions somewhere else? I could be going helping my teammates gank somebody. I could go get an easy kill that way, which is going to get me more fed. I could be doing multiple things that are going to that's actually going to get me more fed, and instead of just attacking a freaking tower that's not really going to help. Because if you can survive until late game, you can take out the tower super quick anyway. So why are you wasting 30 seconds early game when you can take it out in 3 to 5 late game? And if you really just take the time to think about that, it is kind of silly, isn't it? It's kind of silly focusing on the tower super hard. Like, and this is another issue. Like, when you let people like keep you stuck under your tower, that's a huge disadvantage for you, because you're not going to be farming properly. You're not going to be able to farm properly. That's why when I'm farming, I take the time to push up lanes. I push the lane up to the enemy's tower, and then I bag up, because I know how the enemies think. I know how everyone who plays this game thinks. As soon as they see a bunch of minions going towards their towers, they're going to stop whatever they're doing, and they're going to push that tower and try to defend it. While they're doing that, I'm going to go in the jungle. I'm going to go gank some people. I'm going to go do whatever it takes to get fed. Like, that's what I'm going to do while they're worried about the minions. And if the minions come back towards my tower and they start attacking my tower, I sometimes let it ride out. Like, sometimes if there's nobody, if there's no monsters in the jungle, if there's nothing else for me to be doing, I will go and defend the tower. I'm not just giving up towers all the times. At all times at all times in the game, if you're giving up towers, then obviously you're gonna lose. Well, not even really necessarily, but still, I like to have towers up because I don't want the enemy team to be able to push up past a certain amount. So yeah, I still do keep the towers up to an extent, but you have to know when it's the perfect trade-off. Like, when are you wasting your time defending a tower, and when is the other person wasting their time defending a tower? Because yeah, like, if you let them do that, because a lot of times this game, even though they were getting kills, even though they were doing all of this stuff, they were still wasting their time. They were wasting their times killing these teammates. The wrong people were getting super fed. Like, it's so many mistakes they made. They were pushing towers. Like, they literally destroyed my team, but we were able to come back like literally 3-20. It was like 3-20. We were able to come back because I took the time to get fed. While they were doing all that stuff, while they kept poking at my teammates, while they were poking at towers, I was strictly focusing on getting strong. And because of the way I'm built as well, I was completely stronger than their entire team. Like, I'm completely stronger than their entire team because I don't use boots. So it's impossible for anybody to get as fed as me because I don't use boots. Like, that's one of the drawbacks that there is going against me at any given time. Yeah, I can run from you, but then again, I don't need to. Like, I just think completely different than a lot of people. And I'm not saying that my way of thinking is right or wrong, but it works for me. And it can't be denied that it works for me. So I just like to give you all my perspective and how I think. That way it kind of puts something on your mind, because I think differently. I think outside of the box. And I feel like that's the value I like to bring to my channel, is think in some way that no other person thinks. No other person really would. I don't see many people willing to give up towers. I think that everyone's kind of like, oh my god, we need to protect that tower, it's going down. They're all gathering on that tower, and they, like, most of the time, like most of the games that I've realized that I lose even when I play with a full team, I realize that we lose games where they start going to a tower, then we go and chase the other enemy teams to that tower. If they go bottom, and we all want to go bottom, we're like, okay, let's go bottom, they're going to take the tower. If they all go top, then we all want to go top. Hey, let's go take the tower. And it's like, no, now they have us on the defense. They have us running back and forth between towers. Let's give them that tower and let's push their tower. Let's take their tower down quicker. 9 times out of 10, if they're pushing a tower, I'm still going to be the most fed in the game, so we can take out towers super quick. If we go straight down the middle and start taking out towers, I guarantee you they retreat off of our towers and they go and watch their own towers, because that's human nature. You know how they just had us on the defense? You know how they just had us running back and forth between towers? Let's flip the script and make them do that. Let's make them run away from towers. Let's make them run back and forth. Like, that's what we need to do. We need to be the ones forcing them to do that, because they more than likely won't have somebody who will think like me, like, stop, why are we chasing them? Why are we chasing them back and forth? Let's just go and do something else that's going to get us closer to winning. Like, a lot of people aren't going to think like that. They're not going to push all the way through to our base if they see us getting closer towards their base. They'll just start panicking. But I'm pretty calm under pressure. So I think that's one of the things that I have over people as well. And I think that that's actually because I come from a game like Call of Duty, where there's just a lot of pressure at all times, as opposed to this game. It's just pretty chill. It's pretty chill most of the time. But yeah, I actually ended up talking more than I actually intended to talk. I really just wanted to set the mood, tell you all what was going on in this gameplay, and I really just got on basically a little rant about just a lot of different things. But I think that all of this information and the way of thinking and my approach to things would actually help some of you all with your approach. You don't have to take my exact approach, but it probably would be helpful to apply some of my things into what you already do. Apply some of my style into, like, that's all that I do. I have a mixture of styles. I see how certain people play. I see what works for other people, and I combine all the stuff that I see into something that works well for me. And it's not just, that's why I make the build videos that I make the way that I make them, because I have to explain to you why I'm doing the things that I'm doing, what's my way of thinking when I'm doing these things. Because everyone just says this is better or that is better, but they're not taking into consideration, and no, it might not be better. It might just be better for you. You're this type of player. If you're this type of player and you do this, it works for you because you're this type of player. Like if someone tries to use one of my builds and someone tries to do something that I say do, like using one of my builds, and they like a super aggressive, my build is probably not going to help them at all, because I'm not aggressive. My build, for me, my build is very expensive. All of my builds are very expensive, more than likely, and it takes time to get fed. Being able to farm is definitely strong. I am powerful. I'm almost unstoppable late game. Early game, I'm an easy target, but I'm not that much of an easy target either, because I know how to avoid dying. Like I'm not scared to bag up off of a tower. Like I said, like that's part of my play style. Me not caring about bagging up off of a tower, it makes me a stronger player than a lot of people, because I know the other team is not going to back up off of their towers, and I know that if I push the minions up that far, I can go and jungle freely, because the other team is going to come and stop those minions. They're not gonna let me just waste time attacking their towers, even though I would never do that anyway. Like I told you all, they're not going to let me. So I know they're all going to come in the middle, or come to whatever tower I'm attacking, or whatever tower I bring my minions to, and they're going to stop the minions. So while they're doing that, they're not getting fed, and I'm farming. So literally, I farmed 100% of the game almost. I farmed the majority of the game, probably 95%, because when we start team fighting, then the farming stops. But yeah, that's pretty much it, man. I just really want to explain this to you all. I really want to set the tone, tell you all what was going on in this gameplay, and tell you all some of the things that I think about, and some of the ways that I play, some of the things that be on my mind, my thought process. I think it's very important to hear other people's perspectives, and that's all this channel is about. I like to give my perspectives on things, and I like to hear you all's perspective. Like some of the least relevant comments that I see in the comment section is, "You're wrong for this reason." And then someone proceeds to either say nothing, giving no value. Like I'll talk for 10 minutes about why what I say is valuable, and you'll just shut it down in a matter of a second. Like, nope, you're wrong. Yeah, no explanation needed. I'm just wrong. I'm just wrong. No explanation needed. I talked for 10 minutes about why I'm right, and yep, I'm wrong in 10 seconds. So, I mean, hey, like comments like that, they add no value. And then other people say, no, this is stupid because this works for me. Like, no, it's not stupid. No one's way of playing is that. Well, it's clearly some stupid ways of playing, but my ways are very thoughtful. Like, at least in my opinion, my ways are very thoughtful, and they work. Like, it's proven to work. Like, even if it does not work for you, it still works for me. So I think that when you're commenting, you have to say more. Like, say more of a reason why you don't think something would work for you. Maybe you don't, like, maybe you need boots because you like to get close up. Maybe you can't avoid things the way that I would avoid things. Like, it's like, and I always go to the boots thing because a boots, like, that's easy targets for me. I love going in games. Like, that's literally one thing that I look for. Is this person wearing boots? If I see that they are, they will never be able to out damage me. So it's an easy target when I see somebody wearing boots. But that's just what I see when I look at people. Like, that's just the way my mind works. But anyway, man, enough of the talking. I hope you all enjoy the rest of the gameplay, however much longer that it's left, because I might have talked through the whole thing. I don't know. But anyway, that's pretty much it, y'all. So I hope you all liked the commentary. I hope you all really understood a lot of the things and a lot of decisions that I make and stuff like that. And I hope you all hopefully learned something. And make sure you leave your play styles and stuff in the comment section. Make sure you respond. Tell me how you play. Tell me what you like to do. Actually have some conversations. And if you see somebody else who comments something that you like, something else that you do, make sure you drop a thumbs up on it, because I'll probably try whatever you all want me to try. If somebody says something that you agree with that I should try that they like to do, I'll try out different play styles, because I don't just think that I'm perfect. I enjoy trying out different builds that you all give me. I love trying out different play styles and stuff. So yeah, let me know. Let's have a discussion in the comment section. I hope you all enjoyed this video. Make sure you drop a thumbs up on it, subscribe to the channel if you're new, and I will catch you all on the next one. Peace out.
Godlike. Request backup. Every day.
You don't like me, what the fuck do I care? I get money, what the fuck do I care? I was posted on the block with try to rob and you get shot there. I'm a monster, I'm a goblin, I go hard and I'm a rocket. I spent 13 on the wallet, just a black card in the wallet. Fuck a car key, plus to start it. Thought I told y'all I'm an artist. Got a bad